and I don't know what more needs to be done. It's like the tragedies keep happening.
A dangerous intersection in Manatee County, now the site of another major crash, this one cutting 2 young lives short. Plus, flooding waters ravaging the Carolinas. A look at the damage as rescues continue. And multiple people injured after a Florida bus crash. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Erica Jackson. Our top story, new details tonight about Saturday's fatal crash on State Road 64 in Manatee County. 2 teenagers were killed on their way to homecoming. ABC 7's Rebecca Fernandez has more now on who was involved and exactly what happened.
It was a tragic weekend in Manatee County. 2 teenagers from Lakewood Ranch High School were on their way to homecoming on Saturday night, but they never made it.
We saw what happened last night. We saw the people that were here. We witnessed them taking care of the boys, and we felt that we needed to pay our respects even though we did not know them, and start a memorial for these young boys and do what little we can to help come to peace with this for the family.
17-year-old Chase Coyner and 15-year-old Matthew Powers were in a Honda Accord traveling west on State Road 64 and attempted to make a left on Pope Road when a Dodge Ram truck traveling east slammed into the side of the car. The 39-year-old man driving the truck suffered minor injuries, but his 12-year-old daughter that was in the car was airlifted and is in critical condition.
It's a very fast, high-speed road.
And that's what makes this tragedy even worse. Neighbors have been fighting to do something about this very dangerous intersection for years. They've pleaded for streetlights in both directions, but officials instead say they would be looking into adding a roundabout.
And I don't know what more needs to be done. It's like the tragedies keep happening. And since I, again, have lived here for over 13 years, we've had multitude of accidents that happen, from minor fender benders to serious ones, and something needs to give. We have to have FDOT and the county commissioners do something more. A roundabout's not going to cut it.
And because this accident involved 2 high school students, Manatee County School District said they'll be having a crisis team tomorrow morning at Lakewood Ranch High School in case any student needs someone to talk to. In Bradenton, Rebecca Fernandez, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Rebecca, thank you. In First Alert Traffic, a reminder to drivers tonight. Bridge maintenance begins tonight on State Road 64 at the Anna Maria Island Drawbridge. You can expect intermittent lane closures overnight there in both directions. They're scheduled between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. each night. The work is expected to be complete by Thursday, September 20th. Now let's check in with Wendy Ross with a first check on your First Alert weather forecast. Wendy?
And Erica, we've got the latest now on Florence, which has been downgraded to a low pressure system, as you can see. Winds at 30 miles per hour though still, and it is finally moving. That's been the best part about Florence today, is that finally it's moving on to the north at 10 miles per hour. So that means it's moving up around the Appalachians, and there is still the opportunity for more rain as the system moves northward. We're seeing the showers and the bands of rain coming on through, and what's happening is that most of that rain continues to hit the same areas, and so we've been watching the showers right around from Myrtle Beach. Wilmington has finally been a little bit to the west of that. It's been falling, and then all the way on up into the center of the system. And so we're going to continue to see rains here. It is still a problem. It is still life-threatening with flooding, flash flooding, and of course landslides, mudslides. Those are the concerns. Rivers already beginning to reach overflow, and just keep in mind that more rain is on the way. In the meantime here, we're under dry air, so consequently we have not seen a whole lot in the way of rain. We had some thunderstorms that developed over the central part of the state. They quickly moved on up towards the north, and they're moving in the direction to follow into Florence, but is not a problem for us right here, as you can see. Erica?
All right, Wendy, thank you. We'll check in with you in a bit. Rescue efforts continue tonight in the wake of Florence. The storm now downgraded to a tropical depression. The death toll has been raised to at least 17. This as mass flooding continues, with new emergencies hindering rescuers. ABC's Natalie Brunell is in Wilmington, North Carolina, with more on the growing concerns.
Crisis in the Carolinas. Swift-moving waters turning homes into islands. The dangerous surge prompting more evacuation orders and a grim message from city officials.
If you are refusing to leave during this mandatory evacuation, then you need to do things like notify your legal next of kin, because the loss of life is very, very possible.
Rivers flowing through neighborhoods, swallowing cars. More than 170 roads in North Carolina impassable, including 2 major highways, leaving some drivers stranded.
We're stuck here now.
You can't cross.
Cannot cross.
The wrath of Florence, leaving behind scenes like this in New Bern, where a washed-away boat came crashing into part of a home. 1,000 responders carrying out hundreds of rescues, but the worst of Mother Nature bringing out the best in human nature. Good Samaritans rushing to help neighbors and perfect strangers.
Why is it so important for you to help these people?
I would hope they would do it for me. I mean, somebody needs to do it, so we're gonna try it.
More than 600,000 people remain without power, including us, and utility trucks can't get to many of the towns because of flooded roads. In Wilmington, North Carolina, Natalie Brunell, ABC News.
FEMA's chief says there's too much blame going around on Puerto Rico from deaths from Hurricane Maria. The Trump administration's disaster relief chief says, quote, the numbers are all over the place from studies on hurricane-related deaths. He's differentiating between direct deaths from the storm and indirect deaths, like if someone died while repairing storm damage.
FEMA doesn't count deaths, and like if you take what's going on with Florence, the deaths that are verified by the local county coroners are the ones that we take.
Researchers at George Washington University estimate nearly 3,000 people died during and in the 6 months following Maria. President Donald Trump disputed the count last week. 10 people were hurt when a Miami-Dade transit bus crashed into a building today. Officials say the bus hit a truck first, then hit a pillar outside of a clothing store. 2 people in the truck were seriously injured. 8 people on the bus had minor injuries. A witness says the truck was speeding and then ran a red light before hitting the bus. Officials say an engineer will assess the building to determine how to safely move that bus. New developments tonight following that series of gas explosions in Massachusetts Thursday. Tonight, the National Transportation Board confirming that the incident was a result of significantly higher pressure rates. The news coming as displaced families near Boston are now returning home. The chain reaction of explosions and fires rocked dozens of homes. 12 families are still permanently displaced.
I don't know how long it's going to take to get over the mental and physical toil and ordeal that we've all been through.
1 teen died following an explosion when a chimney fell onto his car. 12 others are recovering from injuries. A Border Patrol agent out of Texas is accused of being a possible serial killer. Juan David Ortiz is charged with murdering 4 women in 2 weeks. Authorities believe all 4 victims were sex workers. Police say Ortiz attempted to abduct a 5th woman on Saturday night, but she managed to get away.
Apparently, the suspect pulled out a gun on her and she was able to escape.
Ortiz was found hiding in a hotel parking garage and was arrested. He is being held on $2.5 million bond. A woman is accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct and says the incident happened more than 30 years ago. California professor Christine Blasey Ford detailed her allegation in an interview with the Washington Post. She says the incident happened while Kavanaugh and Ford were in high school. She says she hadn't spoke about the incident until she was in couples therapy with her husband in 2012. In a statement on Friday, Kavanaugh denied the allegation. Looking ahead, Governor Rick Scott is coming to the Suncoast tomorrow. He will be at Mojo's Real Cuban Restaurant in Venice starting at 1 p.m. It's one of many stops on the campaign trail for his U.S. Senate run. Demonstrators are planning to protest during Scott's arrival. According to a Facebook event, the protest will focus on environmental issues. Also looking ahead, Manatee County will host a hiring expo this week. Representatives from Manatee County government, the school board, sheriff's office, and other agencies are all in need of more employees, and they will be there. Some of the job openings include beach lifeguards, 911 dispatchers, bus operators, and utility workers. The hiring expo will be held at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto on Thursday, September 20th from 2 to 7 p.m. In health news tonight, more than 100 people came to the Church of Hope in Palmetto for free medical services today and an opportunity to meet with local first responders. 9 local groups came out in support of the event, including EMS, Lecom Dental College, and Community Health, all offering something to residents to boost community-wide health.
We wanted to serve in another way by offering everything from dental to other opportunities for people to get checked out, see how we can serve our community.
So it gives us a chance to introduce ourselves and meet them and let them know what's available to them if they ever do have to call 911.
Church officials say they hope that this will be the first of many more free health fairs. Still to come here on ABC 7, fast food chain Taco Bell taking action after a Florida woman was denied service. Plus, a rough weekend on the Suncoast beaches. The latest red tide report from Mote Marine Laboratory.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. We'll tell you how some local nonprofits are helping with hurricane victims in North Carolina.
A number of Suncoast residents have headed north to help already, and we'll have all the details. That's Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. Josh?
Yeah, we'll have your forecast, obviously, but also talk about any other tropical systems out there that could affect the Suncoast.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. With Camrys and Corollas, your choice from $19,900 to $15,000. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC 7.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. RAVs and Highlanders from $26,900 to $2,900. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Mark attack in Massachusetts in 80 years. Family, friends, and strangers are now mourning the loss of 26-year-old engineering student Arthur Medici. He was boogie boarding just 30 yards out Saturday when police say the shark grabbed hold. A witness describes the chilling scene unfolding in front of him.
I never wanted to be that guy at the edge of the ocean screaming shark at the top of my lungs, and that happened today.
First responders rushed Medici to the hospital, but he did not survive. This photo of Medici that you just saw on the right was captured just before that fateful swim. His heartbroken family remembers him as a happy spirit who will be deeply missed. Turning now to the latest red tide report released today by Mote Marine Laboratory. Not a good weekend for Suncoast beaches. Today's report showing dead fish at all tested Suncoast beaches. Respiratory irritation is also being felt across the coast. Here's a look at Lido Beach this weekend. It's quite a mess along the shoreline. Those specks in the water that you see right there are actually dead fish as well. It's a stark contrast to what we're used to seeing during the nice weekend weather. Looking for a clear solution to the ravaging effects of red tide, today the event called Saving Nemo brought people together to hear from local speakers about what red tide is and how the community can reduce its effects.
I've always gotten affected by red tide, but never like this. I literally can hardly go outside, and I'm pregnant, so trying to just find out what's going on, trying to create community, knowing that this is a natural bloom, but there's also a lot that can be done, and we just wanted to know what that even is.
Speakers address the community about reducing waste in our waters, petitioning for stronger fertilizer regulations, and the conservation and protection of Suncoast waterways. Now, Wendy, for a while I wasn't smelling the dead fish smell as strong as I was in the past, but today I was at the mall at UTC, and from the parking lot I was able to smell it. Did that have to do with the winds?
Yes, because the winds were coming in off the Gulf of Mexico today, and so and that happened all weekend long, and so part of that has been one of the reasons why people are smelling it.
That makes sense.
This weekend, a little bit stronger than it has been. We've also not had any rain, and some of that rain was also helping to dilute that feeling and that irritation that people were experiencing as well. So it has been a very dry day, and you can see the winds are coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, and all of that dry air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere helping to reduce the chances for rain that we had seen. And so today we only had a 20% chance of rain. That was true yesterday as well. And take a look at these rain totals, because they really do tell the story. We had the showers developing over the central part of the state, some thunderstorms as well, but they moved off towards the north, and you can see 3 inches of rain just to the southeast of Wauchula. Arcadia area seeing no rain at this point, but you can see surrounding areas we had a little bit more activity, but right here along the beaches, nothing. We just didn't get any rain today, and so we're experiencing the same thing for tonight and into tomorrow as well. We've got another day of dry conditions before we're going to start to see a little bit more moisture creeping back into the picture and allowing us to get those showers. And the winds are going to come back in from the east, and that's going to give us those late day showers that we're used to seeing from the east coast to the west coast. So that's what we're going to be experiencing. And as you can see, all of this wet weather continuing to move off towards the north, and we're not seeing anything along our area, and so we're not going to be experiencing rains for the rest of tonight. And temperatures have been very warm as well, and most of our readings right now, can you believe it, right now we're still in the 80s for some locations. All of the west coast is reporting temperatures in the mid-80s. If you move a little bit farther to the east, it's just slightly cooler, but you can't even feel the difference. It's that bad. So this is what we're going to be experiencing for the rest of tonight. Well, those temperatures will be around 78, 79 degrees for the actual overnight time period, but right now we're still in the 80s. And today we got up to a high of 89 degrees. That's normally where we're supposed to be. 82 degrees last night was our overnight low, so that was the coldest temperature we experienced today. And we'll see that sort of setting up again for tomorrow. Now, Florence moving towards the north at 10 miles per hour, as I told you earlier, and so it's going to be moving into the Appalachians, where 5 to 6 inches of rainfall is expected there. As you know, we've already had places reporting as much as 30 inches of rain, and of course flooding is definitely a tremendous concern right now, and we're still seeing these showers along the coastline moving on up into the center of what was Florence, and this system is just going to continue to move on towards the north before it starts to move towards the northeast and eventually back into the Atlantic. And this is what's going on right now. As you can see, we've got the system Helene, which is a post-tropical cyclone, and then we also have tropical depression Joyce. Florence is also a tropical depression, and Isaac is now just an area of disturbed weather. So that's something we're going to continue to watch. There's only a 20% chance of development as it continues to move off towards the northwest. It is expected, though, this system is going to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico, whether or not it develops. So it's still going to have some impact on our weather, probably during the middle part of the week when we start to see better chances for rain. In the meantime, if you're heading off out to do any kind of boating, if you are going out to the beach, winds will be coming in out of the southeast during the morning, and then they're going to shift and come in out of the west at around 5 knots. So nothing really stirring out there, isolated thunderstorms at best, and this is what we can expect for the upcoming time frame. 20% chance of rain on Monday. We move that up to a 50% chance on Tuesday, and that's when we're going to start to see the winds shift around, and we'll get those afternoon and evening thunderstorms that we're pretty used to all the way through Friday. Erica?
Wendy, thank you. A Florida woman says she was denied service at Taco Bell because she doesn't speak Spanish. Now the employee is out of a job. Jeff Lennox reports from Hialeah.
I'm trying to order and she's telling me I can't order because she don't speak English. Who's wrong? What did I do wrong?
A drive-through dilemma at a Hialeah Taco Bell. A woman denied service. The exchange seen on this video.
Yeah, but I want to order food. No hay nadie que hable inglés.
Alexandria Montgomery claims she got turned away because she did not speak Spanish.
And I was like, wow, really? I can't order?
Wednesday night around 10:30, she and her friend made a stop at the location on 9th Street near East 8th Avenue. At the speaker, this back and forth played out.
She was saying something in Spanish that I didn't understand, and I replied and said, no habla español. And she replied and said, no habla inglés.
She then pulled up to the window and says the Taco Bell employee still refused to take her order.
Hay nadie que hable inglés. ¿Te puedes mover, por favor? That doesn't make any sense.
The lady at the window goes on to say no one at the fast food joint speaks English. And then this. Alexandria spent more than 3 minutes at the window trying to order. She got nothing in return.
I simply wanted a quesadilla, and that's not hard to understand in Spanish because I think it's a Spanish word.
Taco Bell's corporate office saying this does not meet our customer experience expectations. We have worked quickly to resolve with the customer to ensure this does not happen again.
That doesn't make any sense.
A post on Facebook going viral. Thousands of shares and comments so far.
Yeah, America is country, land of the free, but I accept everyone for who they are, and I felt like I didn't belong here when she denied me service.
That was Jeff Lennox reporting. Your winning lotto numbers are straight ahead, so stay with us.
It's hard to see when you're outside at night. It's time for the Atomic Beam Sunblast, the new solar-powered light that's super bright. Atomic Beam Sunblast lets you add a light anywhere, and the atomic solar panels charge the built-in lithium-ion battery quickly. Then the 180-degree motion sensor turns on the light when you get near and automatically turns off when you disappear. Look, here's a best-selling outdoor solar light, and here's the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast. Get the super bright Atomic Beam Sunblast for only $19.99. But wait, call right now and you can double your order and get a second Sunblast, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam flashlight. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 Atomic Beam Sunblasts and the Atomic Beam flashlight. Call now.
Call 1-800-431-6640. That's 1-800-431-6640. Or visit mysunblast.com. So call 1-800-431-6640. Order now.
Gettle's got what you're looking for at Gettle.com. 17 new car brands, over 1,000 used vehicles, prices and payments you can afford, credit help if you need it, and they pay cash for your old car. Plus, Gettle Pre-Owned Certified Plus means buying with peace of mind. Need service? Gettle's got that too. Gettle's got it. Visit Gettle.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real. You can recover. It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help. The world is a beautiful place again. Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC 7 News app.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Now to a heartwarming story and one California teen who can teach us all a good lesson. Meet Rami Zaini. This week he stumbled upon more money than he'd ever seen in his life, and he did the right thing. He returned it to its rightful owner. On his way home from school, the 16-year-old noticed a black purse in the middle of the road, and when he picked it up, he noticed that it had $10,000 inside. Rami later turning it in to the local sheriff's office.
To me, I figured this is the right thing to do if I take it and find whoever's purse it was, because if the roles were reversed and I had lost something with a significant sum of money inside, I know I would want it back for sure.
What a smart kid. The purse and cash have since been returned reunited with their rightful owner. Awesome. And as a reward, the woman gave Rami $100.
Oh, absolutely. Isn't that a great story? It just is heartwarming, as you said, right from the beginning. That just feels so good to see that type of behavior.
I hope his parents are proud.
Yeah, oh gosh, yes, you know
they raised a nice young man.
Yes, you know they are. Isn't that fantastic? And just a reminder to everybody that we're going to have another quiet day tomorrow as far as our weather is concerned, just a 20% chance of rain, but we up those chances beginning on Tuesday.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. Have a good night.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. With Camrys and Corollas, your choice from $19,900 to $15,000. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
This fall, experience golf at a higher level, where the courses are exceptionally beautiful and incredibly challenging on Alabama's Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. Enjoy unlimited golf, including cart and range balls from $112 a day. Beautiful, deadly, irresistible. Is your game ready for the trail? Call 800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com for tee times and get your game on the trail.
It's Venice Toyota's monumental model year-end clearance. Rates are rising. For a limited time, 0%. New Toyotas, $8,000 off. RAVs and Highlanders from $26,900 to $2,900. Shop 24/7 at VeniceToyota.com.